Hi, I'm Brittany Murphy.
She was young, talented, and adored by millions. But behind the sparkle of Hollywood lights, Brittany Murphy's life was unraveling in silence. And when she was found dead inside her Los Angeles home, everything that glittered suddenly turned dark. Welcome to the Dark Enigma. Today, we uncover the haunting mystery behind the life and death of actress Brittany Murphy, and the strange twist that came just 5 months later. Brittany Murphy was born in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1977. Her childhood wasn't easy. Her parents divorced when she was just 2, and she was raised by her devoted mother, Sharon. Sharon recognized her daughter's artistic spark early on, and together they moved to Los Angeles when Brittany was only 13. It was there, surrounded by endless dreams and neon lights, that Brittany's journey to stardom began.
What is your name?
Brittany.
Brittany, how you doing today, Brittany?
Great, how are you?
Very good. You want a job hosting a television show?
Sure.
You seem to have like a good personality.
Hi, my name is Brittany Murphy and I go to Herbert Hoover Middle School.
Her big break came in 1995 with Clueless, the cult classic that made her a household name.
I think it's a movie about how all teenagers are just totally clueless.
From that moment, she became the quirky, lovable girl Hollywood couldn't get enough of. She starred in hits like 8 Mile, Girl, Interrupted, and Don't Say a Word.
Listen, Texas!
Her voice brought life to Luann Platter on King of the Hill, and fans saw in her a mix of innocence and brilliance.
She lightens up all the dark corners of my head.
But as the lights got brighter, the shadows behind them grew darker. Hollywood is a place where fame and pressure walk hand in hand. By the mid-2000s, Brittany's once glowing career began to flicker. Rumors circulated, drug use, erratic behavior, being fired from film sets. Tabloids painted her as unstable, but those who knew her said she was simply overwhelmed, trying to survive an industry that eats its own. And then came Simon Monjack, a British screenwriter with charm, mystery, and a past that raised eyebrows. Simon was older, secretive, and reportedly controlling. The couple married in 2007, just months after meeting, and from then on, Brittany's world seemed to shrink. Friends and colleagues noticed the change. Calls went unanswered. Appearances canceled. Simon took over her professional life, her finances, even her communication. Many believed he was isolating her, keeping her in a world of fear and dependence. In December 2009, Brittany and Simon were living with her mother, Sharon, in a large but aging Hollywood Hills mansion once owned by Britney Spears. Ironically, Brittany had said she never felt comfortable in that house. It gave her bad vibes.
Couldn't believe that we actually live here.
Still, she stayed. In the days leading up to her death, Brittany had been battling flu-like symptoms. Her mother later said she was weak, pale, and coughing nonstop. On December 20th, Brittany collapsed in her bathroom. Simon called 911, and paramedics rushed her to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. But it was too late. At just 32 years old, Brittany Murphy was pronounced dead at 10:04 a.m. The world was stunned. A young, talented actress, gone without warning. The Los Angeles County coroner ruled her death as accidental, caused by pneumonia, anemia, and multiple drug intoxication, all prescription and over-the-counter.
Conducting an investigation into the death of Brittany Murphy. It appears to be natural at this time.
No illegal drugs. No suicide note. But questions spread like wildfire. How could a healthy 32-year-old woman die from pneumonia and anemia? Why were there so many medications in her system? And why did her husband, Simon, seem to control every narrative that followed? Simon denied all the rumors.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about you?
Well, I'm often referred to as a criminal without a criminal record, which is quite funny.
He said Brittany died because of Hollywood's cruelty, how the industry abandoned her. He also kept the media at bay, refusing autopsies or deeper investigations. But then 5 months later, something happened that turned the case upside down. On May 23, 2010, just 5 months after Brittany's death, Simon Monjack was found dead in the same home. Same bedroom, same bathroom. The cause? Pneumonia and anemia. Exactly like Brittany. It was almost too strange to be coincidence. The house was later tested for mold, but authorities found none severe enough to cause their deaths. And so began the endless speculation. Some believe toxic mold had poisoned both of them. Others were convinced something darker happened, that maybe Brittany had been controlled, drugged, or even killed. Online forums exploded with theories, from secret Hollywood connections to government cover-ups. Even Brittany's father, Angelo Bertolotti, publicly claimed his daughter was poisoned and demanded her hair be tested. He believed the truth was being buried, just like Brittany. Years passed, and the case faded into Hollywood lore. But the questions never stopped haunting those who loved her. Why was Brittany so isolated in her final months? Why did her husband refuse medical help when she was clearly ill? And how could two people die the same way, in the same house, within 5 months? Even today, her mother Sharon insists it was all a tragic coincidence, a mix of illness and exhaustion. But others, including fans and investigators, aren't convinced. There's a sense that the truth, whatever it is, still lingers in the walls of that mansion, trapped like an echo of everything Brittany never got to say. In the years since her death, Brittany Murphy has become a symbol of how quickly Hollywood's dream can turn into a nightmare. Netflix and HBO both released documentaries digging into her final days, each pointing to manipulation, secrecy, and fear. And as we watch her smiling face in Clueless or 8 Mile, it's impossible not to wonder. Was Brittany's death truly an accident? Or was it a cover-up buried beneath layers of fame, fear, and silence? Brittany once said in an interview, "I'm a very blessed girl. I have a lot to be thankful for. But sometimes people forget I'm human too." Maybe that's what makes her story so tragic. That behind the fame, she was just a young woman trying to hold on in a world that kept slipping away. What really happened to Brittany Murphy and Simon Monjack? Were they victims of circumstance or of something far more sinister? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring the mysteries that linger in the shadows, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next deep dive into the Dark Enigma.